please. So I'm already told by my producer friends that this is already popular. It was popular in Julia's show, and I have an idea why. So let's talk about why. First of all, the reason why is that the savings, okay, if you go with the 6 pounds, is almost $32. Okay, that's crazy. That's bananas. But what it is, right? What is a filet tip? Well, a filet tip is filet mignon. We're talking about filet mignon here. Like, make no mistake. So if you like filet mignon, this is a wonderful. Can you put the light on for me real quick? This is a great offering. And again, these just. I mean, you see each tip like that. Look at that. Each tip is about that big. Sometimes they can be this big. They're all mismatched. Sometimes they can be that big. I mean, look at that. That is a piece of filet mignon. So what is the tips? So the tips are the tenderloin, basically. Oh, there's a little rare. No problem. Put those over here. So the filet tips, and I'm just kind of visually trying to show you. So the tenderloin is about that big. And in the middle is where you get the filet mignons, the steaks, the expensive center cut filet mignons that you love, that you order when you go to a steakhouse. And what happens with the tenderloin is that it tapers off. And at the ends of the tenderloin are these little pieces. And I say little because some of them could be little, like 1 ounces. Some of them could be close to, I mean, look at that, right? I mean, you just cut these up, and like, especially if you have kids, these are perfect, right? So these are mismatched different sizes, but you kind of see, I have like a pile of them in front of me. And these are approachable. They're affordable because, listen, last time I was at the grocery store, which was about 3 days ago, and I was looking at filet mignon because I know I wanted to inform my foodie friends that the price of filet is almost upwards of $35 a pound. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. One is meat fluctuates all the time, but filet mignon is the most coveted piece of steak on the cattle because it's super lean. It's so tender. It's got no gristle. It's got no fat, and people just simply love it for those reasons. Here's the problem. There's not a lot of it on the cattle. So that's why it becomes very, very expensive. But what's great about this offer is that we have these tips, and they've been popular, like wildly popular for years because it's a unique product. It's filet mignon, but just in different ways. So this is what I always like to kind of do. So there you go. So you see one of those tips. Maybe this one is about 1.5 ounces, and you notice no fat, no gristle. It's like a baby filet mignon. It's like if someone took a filet mignon and cut it up for you, that's what this is. But what's great about it is it cooks so fast. So again, if you're someone that's not very comfortable in the kitchen, this is something that is so for you. What we're showing here is each 1 pound bag. So they come in 1 pound bags. So if you went with the 3 count, then you would get 3 pounds, six bags. Each bag has about 14 to 16 filet tips. So you get an idea on how you can stretch these. I'm going to make you a sandwich while we're hanging out here. And again, you know, I think summer, how can I use these not only for myself? So for myself is easy. Like I put them over a salad just like this. I put them over a salad, a little bit of crumbled gorgonzola, a little bit of lettuce, cherry peppers, tomatoes, and I'm good on a Monday or a Tuesday. But what I love about these is it's kind of fun because now I'm going to make a sandwich. I'm going to make a filet mignon sandwich. So, all right, so salad, sandwich. So again, we got to scoop the bread, right? I'm from Philly. We scoop the bread. We throw it over there just like that. And then what we do is we go in and we put in, now in this case, these are big boys. So I'm going to go with 3, okay? 3 of those filet mignons. So I think I'm going to go a little bit of onion on this one, right? A little bit of onion, okay? And then I think I'm going to go a little bit of mushroom. Oh, a little mushroom there. A little bit of your favorite extra virgin olive oil, just like that. And then you're gonna think I'm crazy, but little bit of fresh mint. Fresh mint is unbelievable when you serve it with steak. So there is just kind of a fun spin on a steak sandwich, but using these filet tips. Okay, so that's two things. Now, the other one I love is you can grind this up and make ground filet mignon. You take one of the packages, cut it in half, and you can make chili. Beautiful. Also is stew. Like, think about it. If stew meat takes sometimes 2-3 hours to break down and become tender. So again, you can have stew in 30 minutes with these filet tips. You see shish kebabs there. So I think I just named 4 or 5 great things to do with these tips. And again, the potatoes we just had, you want to talk about just a simple, easy meal. You take a couple of these out, you dry them really well. You get your favorite little frying pan out. You put a little oil in the pan and just fry these up. They'll take maybe 4 or 5 minutes. That easy. My other favorite way is in the air fryer. So what I like to do is coat them with oil, put them in the air fryer, and get them really crispy. So again, the air fryer is great because it requires you not to stand over heat. Because a lot of times people are like, you know what, it's hot out, I'm not doing it. Give me some different ways to cook other than the barbecue because it's hot out and I don't want to go outside, right? So the air fryer is great. You just put them in the basket, shake them every like 2 or 3 minutes, and you're good to go. Because again, 1 to like 2.5 ounces of these little cubes, they cook fast. That's the whole idea. And if you like filet mignon, this is great because if you went and bought filet mignon right now, I could tell you the price of filet mignon is about $35 to $40 a pound. That's right. So these are just such a unique item. And again, like the top sirloins, you will not see these in a grocery store. The reason is because you have to cut an unbelievable amount of filet mignons on the tenderloin to get these tips. Our company, Kansas City Steak Company, we are the premier go-to filet mignon vendor for all these big-time steakhouses. So the steakhouses, they don't want our tips. And we're like, okay, fine. We'll give them to our foodie friends because our foodie friends are smart. They know a good deal, and they know what to do with these. They know how many things we could do with these. So again, you see how mouth-watering these are. Now, this is M135165, 3 or 6 pound. The 3 pound is $65.98. Okay, great deal on its own. But the 6 pound at $99.98 is a savings of almost $32. Okay, if you do the math per pound, you will not find a better deal on filet mignon. And not to mention the uniqueness of the product and how many different things you could do with this that you would never ever think of doing with a big, expensive filet mignon. Free shipping and handling. You want to send these to some friends, or if you happen to be going down the beach, I'm going down the beach right after this. If you want to send these down to your beach house or your friend's beach house, who, by the way, invited you and said, you want to bring something, bring some steak. And you're like, okay, but you surprise them with that white cooler. They get it, they get to open it, and they say thank you for the filet mignon. So again, this is M135165. Kansas City Steak Company, 3 or 6 pound of the filet tenderloin tips. Make no mistake, this is filet mignon. It's one of our most popular items because of how versatile it is. You put it in the freezer, it thaws out in cold water. It's good for 12 months in the freezer. Again, you will love having these at your next barbecue, next to the hot dogs, next to the burgers. It's such a fun thing. You put a few on your plate along with everything else. So I hope you guys enjoy these, and we have our last item coming up.